Aaron Donald, 99, takes Smith right back, and Brady doesn't have time. It's disrupting the game, just like Donald on the other side. Just a swim move for a guy.
And now he goes up against a center who's going to come down. Quesenberry, watch this. He tries to come down. He's beaten right off the ball. He's so quick.
Stay away from the best player on the field. And that best player for the Raiders right now, Max Crosby, you're running at him.
Here he is right here. He's just going to use quickness and power. 2 sacks last week. This guy's really starting to come into his own. JG, the defensive coordinator.
But his quickness here over the center. Watch him. Inside, rip, take on 2 guys, split the
right tackle, who's had a great night and having a great year. He fakes outside with which he's been doing all night. Mulatto, the left tackle, look at the bend that he uses. The bend to get underneath.
Looking off, but the pressure by Vea makes him move, and he looks right and then ends up going back left.
It's not natural. Watch Zadarius Smith on the pressure, and your ability to stand in there, know you're going to get hit.
Watch Vea inside.
Put 2 on him.
Yeah.
He's going up against one of the best in the NFL right now on the inside. Hargrave, look at the power he has in his.
They were both getting close.
When they get in these wide stances out there and they run these games, one guy goes up, one goes under. It's just troublesome for teams. And
Graham, coming off a torn Achilles a year ago, has found the fountain of youth, much like we talked about earlier on the other side with Jerry Hughes.
He's going to get down right here, down here, and now watch him. Just whoop, swim move over the top, stays balanced.
And it's just becoming a mismatch on the left side with Mulatto using that quickness. Again, the bend to be able to get low, and then look at the swipe.
I mean, he's just going to find his way through traffic. He has no issues with it. He reads it.
Their best in Nate Davis. Working right over here. He's able to get that very quick one-step move to get the kind of pressure.
Pete Werner, he's the one who covers it up. You can see as he comes off of that fake, he's one to get the ball out quick, but Werner is right there, and then they're
all right, and you watch the pressure up the middle of the football field. There's Smith again. Oh, that he can not only turn a corner, we've seen this, but now watch him just put his foot in the ground and just drive.
Chris Jones, a smart player. He may not have seen this bootleg, but he's seen this act before. He knows if you make a decent stop on first down.
Chance to beat him. It was just a line straight to the quarterback and just a little hesitation.
Talk about somebody having a night. Watch this move here by Mario Edwards on the outside. Through Orlando Brown, around the chip, and he's
coming from the inside here, and then you've got Campbell who's going to come around, and as soon as Houston forces him up.
Watch this. Edwards is going to go all the way around Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown, that's a fine block. There's no problem with.
Yeah, Odafe Owe, he's right there. And then if he's not able to make the play, then you got Marcus Peters. And I like the way these corners.
Watch him right down here at the bottom of your screen. Watch him just pick up. I mean, that's 330 pounds. Little forklift. Remember a guy by the name of Jumpy Gathers?
Yeah. Oh,
Jumpy.
yeah.
And they got some good ones over there, but 2 guys are trying to take them. But as soon as you split, you see the power and strength.
Is to double team Zadarius Smith right here. They're going to get 2 guys on him. You see it right here. Center, guard.
You're going to see going wide. Tryon, Shoinka, and really the effort.
There was no time for Murray at all there.
One side, same side right here as Smith. Look at them. Stand up right here. Get off the edge. I mean, you put 2 trained pass rushers right there.
Giving up one right there. They give up the most sacks of any team in the NFL, and here's one of them, but the only one today.
Well, and it's easy to forget that Melvin Ingram.
Watch the right side of the screen. Here's what we're talking about. They don't get a ton of fake on that play action, and Burns just
has got to be able to see that. You know, it's very rare when a defense.
Now, you got to block it inside out, so you got to let that little corner go.
I think your reference to last week where it didn't make it to the sideline. Jason McCourty got it, but watch Von Miller trying to defeat 2 blockers. The second being Obuehi.